What if I told you that the wealth building strategy most financial gurus refuse to discuss is specifically designed for people who don't make a lot of money? Not for six-figure earners. Not for people with trust funds or rich relatives. For you. The person checking their bank account on a Tuesday and wondering where the last 2 weeks went. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear could completely change the financial trajectory of your life. And it starts with one uncomfortable truth. Your income is not your problem. Your approach is. Here's something the financial world doesn't want low-income earners to know. Wealth is not a destination reserved for people who earn more. Wealth is a behavior pattern. It's a series of decisions made consistently over time. And those decisions are available to you right now, regardless of what your paycheck looks like. So let's get into it. The first thing almost nobody talks about is what I call identity-based financial behavior. Most people try to change their money habits without changing how they see themselves. You cannot out-budget a broke mindset. If deep down you believe that wealth is for other people, that saving is pointless on your salary, or that financial freedom is some distant fantasy, your behavior will always reflect that belief. The real shift starts when you decide, before the money changes, that you are someone who builds wealth. That identity shift changes everything because your decisions follow your self-image. Start saying, I am someone who manages money with intention. Say it until you believe it. Then watch your choices begin to align. Now let's talk about the strategy itself. The wealth-building approach nobody discusses for low-income earners is called the gap widening method. And it has nothing to do with earning more right away. It's about deliberately and strategically widening the gap between what comes in and what goes out, then weaponizing that gap. Here's why this is underrated. Most financial advice tells low-income earners to hustle harder, earn more, grind more. And yes, income growth matters. But if your spending habits scale with your income, you will stay broke at every income level. The gap is what actually builds wealth. Every dollar that lives in that gap is a soldier working for your future. So how do you widen the gap when your income feels like it's already stretched? First, you conduct what I call a subscription audit. Pull out your bank statements from the last 60 days and highlight every single recurring charge. Streaming services, gym memberships, apps, monthly boxes, cloud storage upgrades. You will be shocked. Most people are paying for 3 to 5 things they forgot they signed up for. Cancel ruthlessly. That recovered money goes directly into your gap. Second, you attack what financial experts call invisible spending. This is the money that leaves your account in small, forgettable amounts. Coffee runs, convenience store stops, impulse digital purchases. Individually, none of these feel significant. Collectively, they can represent $200 to $400 a month that could be building your future, instead of disappearing into the atmosphere. Track your spending for 30 days, every single dollar. Use your phone's Notes app if you have to. Awareness alone will change your behavior. Third, and this is critical, you automate your gap contributions. When you see money sitting in your account, your brain will find a reason to spend it. That's not a character flaw. That's human psychology. So you remove the temptation entirely. Set up an automatic transfer to a separate savings or investment account the same day your paycheck hits. Even $25, even $50. The amount matters less than the habit in the beginning. You are training your brain to treat wealth building as non-negotiable, not optional. Now here's where the strategy gets powerful. Once you have a gap, even a small one, you make that gap productive. You don't let it sit idle. You put it to work through the power of compound growth. Even modest contributions to a low-cost index fund or a high-yield savings account start building momentum over time. Time is the ingredient that low-income earners actually have access to, and most people waste it waiting until they earn more. The person who starts investing $50 a month at 23 will outpace the person who starts investing $500 a month at 35. That's not motivation talk. That's math. Now, I want to pause here for a second, because I know some of you are thinking, this is helpful, but I need more than general principles. I need someone to walk me through this step by step, hold me accountable, and give me a real roadmap built for where I actually am financially. If that's you, I want you to check out the Wealth Accelerator Academy. It's a group coaching system and course specifically designed to help everyday people, including low-income earners, build a real path to financial freedom. The link is in the description. Go check it out when this video is done, because the right guidance at the right time changes everything. Now back to the strategy. Let's talk about the piece that separates people who read about wealth from people who actually build it. Income expansion without burning out. Here's the thing about side income that nobody explains correctly. You don't need a second job. You don't need to sacrifice your sleep or your sanity. What you need is one small, low-maintenance income stream that adds $200 to $500 a month to your gap. That's it. Not a business empire, not a viral brand, just one thing. Maybe it's selling digital templates online. Maybe it's offering a simple freelance skill once a week. Maybe it's reselling items locally. The key is that it must be sustainable, and it must feed directly into your investment gap, not your lifestyle. This is where most people fail. They create extra income and they immediately expand their lifestyle to match. New clothes, eating out more, upgrading things that were already working fine. That is lifestyle creep, and it is the silent killer of financial progress. Protect your gap like it's the most important thing you own. Because right now, it is. Let's also address debt, because you cannot build wealth while bleeding from a wound. High-interest debt, particularly credit cards, is the single most destructive force in a low-income earner's financial life. If you are paying 18 to 24% interest on a credit card balance, no investment return on earth will outpace that. Before you aggressively invest, eliminate high-interest debt using the avalanche method. Pay minimums on everything. Throw all extra money at the highest interest debt first, then roll that payment to the next one. It's not glamorous, it doesn't feel exciting, but it is the most financially intelligent move available to someone in that situation. Once the high-interest debt is gone, the money you were sending to creditors becomes fuel for your gap. Suddenly, your wealth-building capacity expands significantly without your income changing at all. Here's the final piece, and it might be the most important. Protect your wealth psychology. You will face people in your life who don't understand what you're doing. Friends who want you to spend money you're trying to save. Family members who think investing is risky or confusing. Social media constantly selling you the idea that looking wealthy matters more than being wealthy. Your ability to stay the course when the world is pushing you toward consumption is what separates the people who build real wealth from those who always seem like they're about to, but never quite get there. Surround yourself with information, communities, and mentors who reinforce the direction you're heading. Which brings me back to the Wealth Accelerator Academy. If you want a structured system, a supportive group, and step-by-step coaching to help you go from where you are right now to genuine financial freedom, the link is in the description below. The Wealth Accelerator Academy was built for people who are serious about change and ready to take real action. Don't let another month go by with the same financial patterns producing the same results. Let me leave you with this. Wealth on a low income is not a miracle. It's not luck. It's not waiting for a better job or a better economy. It's a quiet, consistent, strategic decision to widen your gap, protect it, grow it, and refuse to let the noise of the world pull you off course. You don't need more money to start. You need a better strategy. And now you have one. The link is below. Take the next step today.